Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So it's almost 2025 and a lot of my goals for next year is to shrink my TBR. I own around, I think, 1,700 books and I've only read about like 600 or 700. So it's gotten out of control. It's been out of control for years. I'm a book buyer and a sometimes book reader. Yeah, so I really want to get that number down, and the two ways to do that are to obviously read more of the books that I'm buying, and two, to unhaul books that I bought probably years ago that like I've just grown out of that interest to want to read them. So one of the things I'm gonna be doing in the coming year is obviously reading more books that I already own, and also unhauling books that I just keep on my shelf because maybe I'm iffy on it. I soft DNF'd it, but I've never picked it back up, or I don't know, I just like am just no longer interested. So in today's video, I'm gonna go around my bookshelves and pick some, I think I'm gonna go, let's say 25 books for 2025. I'm gonna pick 25 books that will self-destruct at the end of 2025. So if I haven't read them by the end of 2025, they're gonna be on hold. Or, you know, if I do read them and I DNF them, they're obviously gonna be on hold. So I'm going to just go around. We're going to start upstairs and then we're going to move downstairs to the library, and we'll collect about 25 books. And I'll tell you a little bit about why I picked those books when I get them. So let's go. This is usually what I use to like film videos here, but really all of these right here are ones I want to give away, so that's really messing up my my setup. Okay, I'm back and the sun is going down, so sorry if it's a little darker, but it's winter even though it's only 3 p.m. So I went around to all my bookshelves and I had more books that I was iffy on than I thought. So I really only pulled from YA, romance, and sci-fi and fantasy. So I'll just, I guess, come back to the other genres at a maybe like midway through 2025. But for now, here are the 25 plus 3 books that will be probably getting unhauled by the end of 2025 if I don't read them. So first I have Tumble and Fall by Alexandra Coutts. This is YA. I thought I bought this from like Book Outlet or something, but usually at those like resellers like Book Outlet, they usually put like a marker dot on the edge. I think, do I have any other books like that to show you an example? I don't know, but they usually have like a dot, so I thought it was from Book Outlet, but maybe not. But I've had this for a long time. I don't even really know what it's about, but this just feels like something I would have bought, you know, as a teenager like 10 years ago. Like it definitely is giving those vibes. I think it's like an end of world. Yeah, in less than a week, a mile-wide asteroid named Persephone will hit the planet. That's funny because I'm reading Neon Gods, which is a Hades Persephone retelling right now, so maybe I should pick this up soon. But I'm really, this like the end of the world books, like I just got rid of The Fifth Wave not too long ago, which was like another one of those end of the world books, and I don't know if I like that sort of thing anymore. I really don't even like things that sad anymore. So I feel like, I don't know, but you know, I'll try to give it a shot because I've had the book for so long and I really like the cover. It's really beautiful. Next we have All Our Hidden Gifts by Carolyn O'Donoghue. As you see, there's a buy one get one 50% off, so I probably bought it because I was like, I see a deal, and I probably wanted the other book I bought with this more, and I was like, this looks interesting. But I love the cover. I love the cover. Look at that. The cover is beautiful. So I think this is about like a witch or something. Is it? Maeve Chambers will do almost anything for attention. So when she finds a dusty pack of tarot cards at school, she soaks up the celebrity that comes with giving eerily accurate readings to her classmates. Oh man, that actually sounds kind of good. Maybe hope if I get to this, I might stick around. And then we have Skink No Surrender by Carl Hyacin. He wrote Hoot, which was like a movie with Logan Lerman, and I love Logan Lerman. And I think I just picked this up because I love Hoot. And I saw this, and it was a signed copy, and I was like, oh, cool. He also wrote, what else did he write? He wrote something else. But I was like, cool. So this, I think, yeah, this is for like, I think this is YA, or is it like middle grade? I don't know. What is this about? A missing girl, a hungry gator, only one way out. I don't know, but I picked it up. Then I have Eliza and Her Monsters by Francesca Zappia. I know I bought this just for the cover. I bought this because I saw the cover and I was like, this is beautiful. Oh, is this like epistolary? Oh, I think it has text messages. OMG, it also has like images. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Like, I see, the thing about what makes this video concept so great is that like you sort of like see books on your shelf that you haven't thought about in like years, and you sort of rediscover them, because now I'm like, oh, I want to read this. I love epistolary. I love books written in text messages. I wonder if I knew that when I bought this. I think when I bought this, I just really loved this cover. But that's really interesting. So in the real world, Eliza Merck is shy, weird, and friendless. Online, she's Lady Constellation, the anonymous creator of the wildly popular webcomic Monstrous Sea. Eliza can't imagine enjoying the real world as much as she loves the online one, and she has no desire to try. Oh, that's really cool, because I bet when I bought this, I wasn't even really into webtoons or webcomics, but I really, really am now. I just I'm planning to like collect the whole like Remarried Empress and Omniscient Reader from webtoons. That's neither here nor there, but I think this is cool, and I think I actually might enjoy it more than when I originally bought it, because I wasn't even into webtoons when I bought this. So that's good. That's exciting. And then we have Abandoned by Meg Cabot. I got this, I think, is this signed? If this is signed, I got this at like a book festival. No, it's not. But I don't think I might have got it at a book festival, just like in like one of the, at book festivals, they always have like these big tables with like used books and stuff. So now Death wants her back. Pierce knows what it's like to die because she's done it before. Though she tried running to the life she knew before the accident, Pierce can't help but feel at once a part of this world and apart from it. Yet she's never alone because someone is always watching her. You know what? That's interesting. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I have a thing for Persephone retellings, because this is the myth of Persephone darkly reimagined. Like, I think I have a Persephone thing. I have a Hades and Persephone thing. That's interesting. That is really interesting. How many books are on my shelves that are like Persephone Hades retelling? That's really weird. Okay. So I have The Unfinished Life of Addison Stone by Adele Griffin. I think I did get this at the Decatur Book Festival. Yeah, I got this at the Decatur Book Festival. You can see that it's signed. So I used to go to the Decatur Book Festival so much when I was like in high school with my best friend. I think this book, I looked earlier, I think through one of my old like book tracking, and that tracking sheet was from like 2018 or 2015. No, it was from 2015, and this book was on there, and I haven't read it. So this book has probably been on my TBR for like more than 10 years. Let's see. Do they have a blurb for this? I don't see a blurb. From the moment she stepped foot in NYC, Edison. Yeah, this is just like, what? Oh, okay. This is I'm so confused. Oh, okay. I get it. So if you look at this, it looks like blurs, but actually it's like, because I think this girl like goes missing or dies or something. So like the blurbs are like quotes from the one is from the author, and then I think these two are from characters in the book. So, from the moment she stepped foot in NYC, Addison Stone's subversive art made her someone to watch, and her violent drowning left her fans and critics craving to know more. I conducted interviews with those who knew her best, including close friends, family, teachers, mentors, art dealers, boyfriends, and critics, and retraced the tumultuous path of Addison's life. I hope I can shed new light on what really happened the night of July 28th. Interesting. So, the author of this book is like also like the author of whatever is like, that's so meta. That's so meta. So the author is, I guess, like a character in the book too. And then it has like all these like images, so it's like mixed media. It's so crazy rediscovering things. This is so cool. Okay, so I obviously have good taste even as a teenager because I have interesting things on my shelf. So that is there. Then we have We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. And I think this is another end of the world kind of thing. Before Ardor came, we let ourselves be defined by labels. The athlete, the slut, the slacker, the overachiever. Okay, what is this? What is this reminding me of? It's that one movie that was in Pitch Perfect. Oh my gosh. Don't you forget about me. That movie. I can't remember, but it's definitely that. The athlete, the slut, the slacker, the overachiever. But then we all looked up and everything changed. They said the asteroid would be here in 2 months. Like, I had a thing for end of the world stories, apparently, in my teenage years. So we have We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. And then we have I Will Save You. This is like by Matt Dilley Pena. This is like one of those books where I bought and I like started and I just put it down and never picked it back up. But I got this signed when I went to the Decatur Book Festival. So that's like one of the main reasons I haven't like given this away yet. Also, I think this is like sad. So kid is running from his past and his future. No mom, no dad, and there's nothing for him at the group home but therapy. He doesn't belong at the beach where he works either unless he finds a reason to stay. Yeah, I think this book is like supposed to be sad. And that's probably also why I put it down. But I was just like, I got it signed, and I hate giving away books that I got signed and personalized to me. So maybe I'll pick this up, and maybe I'm in the headspace for it. I'll be in the headspace for it. Then I have More Than This by Patrick Ness. A boy drowns. Oh my gosh, what is up with me and books about drowning? A boy drowns, desperate and alone in his final moments. He dies. Then he wakes naked and bruised and thirsty, but alive. How can this be? And what is this strange, deserted place? As he struggles to understand what is happening, the boy dares to hope. Might this not be the end? Might there be more to this life, or perhaps this afterlife? This is a big book, and it's YA, so I feel like that is what mostly probably put me off reading it, because it's almost 500 pages. It's 470 pages, so it's just a big book, and I think I had big book fear with this. Then we have The Promise of Amazing by Robin Constantine. I think this is just very, very, like, I think the vibe it gives me is very typical YA, and I am very out of YA these days. I'm very out of YA, except for like those YA books that are like very literary in nature. So Ren Caswell is average, ranked in the middle of her class at Sacred Heart. She's not popular, not a social misfit. Ren is the quiet, good girl who's always done what she's supposed to. Only now in her junior year, this passive strategy is backfiring. She wants to change, but doesn't know how. I'm looking at this. Have I actually read this? Like, that's how far this has like fallen out of my memory. I might have actually read this. I might have to check, but I think I read this. I actually read this, so never mind on that. That just sounds very familiar. Then we have Wink Poppy Midnight by April Genevieve Tolchok. Yeah, I think I bought this because it was beautiful. It's just like, look at that. Look at that cover. It's just gorgeous. So every story needs a hero. Every story needs a villain. Every story needs a secret. Wink Poppy Midnight. 2 girls, 1 boy, 1 summer, 1 bad thing. What really happened? Someone knows. Someone is lying. That kind of thing I'm not interested in. That's why I think I haven't given this away. I haven't given it away because I love the cover. But I think every time I see it, I want to give it away because I am so not interested in that like secret, someone did something. Because I'm not a fan of mysteries. I'm not a fan of mysteries because I want to have figured out the answer and know the answer, but I also don't want to be wrong. So I think of about like 30,000 different like scenarios of what could have happened. and then I don't feel accomplished if I like haven't chosen one of those to say that this is what happened by the end. So there's just like a very frustrating thing that happens when it comes to mysteries for me. Then this might be surprising, but I have The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I actually have this signed by Angie Thomas. I went to like, I think at the Decatur Book Festival. This was like another one of those. So I have this signed. I actually have it signed twice for some reason. I think maybe this was like, I might have bought it signed or they already had signed copies at the event, but I have it signed twice for some reason. I know this is a very popular book and it had the movie and everything, but when I started to read this and I just found the vernacular speech to feel a little forced. So the characters do speak in vernacular, and I think, are they from Atlanta? Are they from Atlanta? Is this set in Atlanta? Because I feel like, I think it is. Why do I think it's set in Atlanta? It has a very similar vernacular to people I grew up with, but it doesn't feel like natural, and it feels kind of off to me. It felt off to me when I started to read it. And also like even besides that, even now I definitely don't want to read about Black children being hurt. So that's the only reason I've kept this for so long, because it's definitely it's like a cultural cornerstone of a book, and it's so special, but I don't really want to read it. And I also have it signed, so I'm always at war with myself on this book of whether to give it away or not, because I don't want to read it, but I also have it signed. I got it. I went to the event to get it signed, and I feel like it is an important part of culture. So I don't know. That one is like a tough one. So I did say I have 28 books, I know, here. So maybe that's one that may or may not end up on the like chopping block, because that one is like it's like, I have A Little Life and I don't think I'll ever read A Little Life, but like I love the cover so much, and I think it also is like an important cultural moment. So I always go back and forth on whether to get rid of those kinds of books. Next we have Cleopatra's Moon by Vicky Alvear Schechter. I just knew I love like ancient Egypt, and I loved it when I was a teenager, and I have a few books on that's like very ancient Egyptian inspired, so that's probably why I picked this up. But I've had it for so long and I haven't read it, so it needs to either be read or go. And then I have the second book to All the Boys I Loved Before, P.S. I Still Love You. When I read To All the Boys I Loved Before, I thought it ended well, and I thought we didn't need anything else. And I think I picked this up just because I was like, I have the first one, and I know they're going to be remaking all the covers because of the movies, and I sort of wanted to have like the original covers because I think the original covers are really beautiful. And I didn't want to, if I ever did pick them up, I didn't want to have the movie covers. But now, especially So Removed, I never watched beyond the first movie because, like I said, I think the story ended where it needed to, and it should have stopped there. So I think I just need to give this away because I have literally no interest in like continuing that story. In my mind, it ends at the end of book one and the end of movie one. Okay, so that's all YA. So let me move this stack down. Then let's move to romance. So I have 2 books by Jasmine Guillory. I think I got these as gifts, and I just like, they've been sitting on my shelves. And I sort of need a reason to pick them up. Also, I didn't know that. Okay, Roxanne Gay blurbed this. That's cool. Yeah, so I just need a reason to like go ahead and finally get these 2 read, because I don't think I will otherwise. So these 2 are unfortunately on the chopping block because of that. Then I have The Roommate by Rosie Danan. I think I'm putting this on the chopping block because I tried to read one of her other books and I didn't like it. She does have a new book coming out next year called Fan Service, and I really am interested in that. But the first book I read by her I didn't like, and I feel like this will be along those same lines. So yeah, I think the title is pretty self-explanatory. It's like sort of probably like a forced, one place kind of romance where they're put together in this small place and they fall in love, whatever. So this is on the chopping block because I didn't like her first book. Then I have My Favorite Have Nice Stand by Kristen Lauren. I tried to read this and I got like a page or two in and I wasn't vibing with the characters or like where the story's going, so I just put it down. And I don't really have the desire to pick it back up. Once I stop reading a book, I feel bad for the book because it's kind of like dead to me. Then I have How to Bite Your Neighbor and Win a Wager by Dean Bren. I actually got this at a romance bookstore and I picked it up because, you know, it looked interesting. I love vampires. But I tried reading it and the characters were getting on my nerves. The characters were getting on my nerves. So I was like, oh, I need to stop reading this. So unfortunately, that one is on the shopping block if I don't pick it back up. Then I have This Love by Danny Atkins. I think I just got this like, I think I bought this when I was living in Ireland. And I was just book happy. I was just book buying happy and I was just buying a lot of stuff. And I think this, I can see that there was like something sticky removed here and I think it was like a discount sticker. So this is probably just like a really cheap book and I was like, oh, cool. I want it. So Sophie Winter lives in a self-imposed cocoon. She's a single 31-year-old translator who works from home in her one-bedroom flat. This isn't really the life she dreamed of, but then Sophie stopped believing in happy endings a very long time ago when she was 15 years old and tragedy struck her family. Her grief has left her scared of commitment and completely risk-averse. Sophie understands she has a problem, but recognizing it and knowing how to fix it are two entirely different things. Yeah, this just feels like any old thing. So if I don't read it, it's gotta go. Then I picked up Wolf Gone Wild by Juliet Cross. Like I said, I'm a big rural fan. I think things weren't happening fast enough for me and I just put it down. I was like tabbing it. Can you see the tabs? I was tabbing, and I still have my bookmark in here, so it's just the Barnes & Noble bookmark, so it's fine. But yeah, it just wasn't happening fast enough and I just, like, I felt like I could get the kind of like story itch I was trying to satisfy from something else and much faster. So I put it down. And then we have The End of Hatred by Rebecca Hefner. I got this in, what is that book box? So Romance Reveal book box. And Romance Reveal, I don't know. I just never connect to the things that they send. So yeah. And I saw this and I was like, I don't know. Something about it just isn't like attracting me. So Slayer Princess Miranda has hated the vampires for 1,000 years. Since the awakening, she's fought to protect her people, choosing to be a warrior more than a royal. When a female vampire washes up on the shore of her compound riverbank, she seizes the opportunity to take the offensive. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I just, like, there's something about it that just, like, it's not really interesting me. So there's that. Then I have a book talk darling, Punk 57 by Penelope Douglas. The amount of good things I hear is very low compared to the amount of bad things I hear about Penelope Douglas. But I think I had bought into the hype once and I was like, I just want to see what the hype's about. And so I picked up Punk 57. But as the years go by, my inclination to read it goes down and down. So if it's not read this in 2025, it's gotta go. Let's see. Then I have Tysa Taylor by Jane Igaharo. Yeah, this is another that was just like gifted to me, and I have like, it's hard. I think I'm a hard person to buy books for because even I will never know exactly what I'm interested in until I read the back, and so you might as well just not. Because I feel like I can be a little picky. I don't think I'm picky. It's just like, I feel like I have very specific book tastes, I guess. When a Nigerian woman falls for a man she knows will break her mother's heart, she must choose between love and her family. Yeah. Okay. So there's that. And then I picked up Birds of California by Katie Katugno, something like that. This is another buy one get one half off, so that's why I picked it up. And this is about like a former child actor who dropped out of the spotlight and I guess is brought back in. So I'm not really interested in it. I need to stop like doing those buy one get one half off if I'm not interested in both books like 100%. This one might be a little contentious because I know there's like people love it, but This Is How You Lose the Time War. Every time I pick this up, I want to put it down. Like I always stop I always thought, I love epistolary novels, and this is written in letters, but there's something about it that is just not holding on to me. Like, I keep stopping. Also, I have a beautiful bookmark in here. Oh no, look at that. That's gorgeous. Yeah, so this one, like, I just have, every time I pick it up, I'm just like, oh, I'm not interested. So that's unfortunate, because I know people really like it. Then we have this book called Year Zero by Rob Reed. I bought this, you know, I think I just bought it just because. But low-level entertainment lawyer Nick Carter thinks it's a prank, not an alien encounter, when a red-headed mullah and a curvaceous nun show up at his office. Yeah, I just be buying things sometimes. This is, yeah, I'm much better about buying books, I think. I at least am interested 100% in the books I buy now. And then finally, I have Outlander by Diana Gabaldon. I'm not a big series reader anymore like I used to be. I had a teacher who I used to trade books with when I was in high school, and this was like her favorite book. And so, did she give me this or did I buy this? I think I bought this, but this was like her favorite series, and I really loved her. And you know, the little mini community we built with each other with our book sharing. So I think I bought this because I was like, I want to read what she like loves. But I didn't have really an interest in it then. I just bought it because I knew she liked it and I wanted to read it one day. But also, this book is almost like, this book is 630 pages, and it's a series, and that's a lot. And look at how small the words are on the page. That's crazy. So I feel like this one is almost like definitely going to be on hold. But yeah, Outlander. I know I was probably talking super duper fast, but we had a lot to get through. So I thank you for staying and watching this video, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.